Alright, well, this is my 2019 Ram 1500 that I have decided to put long tube headers on. I've had headers on it for a couple of weeks now. It's definitely, it definitely added some power, and it is definitely louder. It did cost quite a bit to get the headers. I believe it's around 1,700 bucks when it comes to headers, the Y pipe with the high flow cats, they're all from BBK, and then some O2 sensor extensions. So it is pricey, but I'm happy with the results. It also was quite a pain to get them on the truck, which I'm not going to talk about it too much before we just get into the video. I just wanted to talk a little bit, get it out of the way, say what I have to say, and then we'll just get into the video. So yeah, install was a pain. They're now, I believe I have a leak on both sides, the passenger and the driver's side. So I'm going to have to deal with that, but it is a pain. You will question whether it was worth getting the headers or not while you're installing them, trust me. But in the end, they're pretty nice. They are pretty nice. The truck sounds really good, and it runs really good. So, I think that's enough talking. Let's just get into the video. Alrighty guys, all the parts I've ordered. Got the BBK 1 3/4 long tube headers with the Y pipe and high flow cats. And then also, I went and got some forged rough country upper control arms. And we're going to be working on the headers today, so exciting stuff. Alrighty guys, quick little update. Got the Y pipe disconnected, unbolted from the exhaust manifolds. Now I'm taking the bolts out of the exhaust manifold. They've all come out, well, they're not all the way out, but they all loosened up really easy. So I was kind of scared we were going to break one off, but doesn't seem like it's going to happen yet. So far, going pretty smoothly. Alrighty guys, managed to get this Y pipe and the cats out in one piece. It's a little bit difficult. The hardest part was these clips. Those are stupid hard to get out. You got to pull that red tab out and press in with all you've got and fight and wiggle with it. And they just don't want to come out, and they're in a super hard to reach place up there, but after fighting for a while, they'll finally let loose. So got those. Here's the new one in comparison. It's got the high flow cats, much smaller. Gonna flow a lot better, so here's what they look like. Alright, well they're on, I think. Hopefully pretty good. It turned into a total nightmare. Golly, this is hard. Just trying to reach into all those places is almost impossible. I mean, they do not make it easy. And then the bolts just want to cross thread and give you as much of a fight as they can give you. And then the gasket ripped on the back over there, it busted, so we put some goo on it and hoping it doesn't blow out, but it probably will, because you know, that's just how it goes. But we don't have another one on us, so I'll have to order one if this one doesn't work. So we just threw it on and put some goo on it, and we'll hope it works. But now we'll do an open header start, see how it sounds, see if it's leaking everywhere, which I assume we're going to have some leaks, but I'm at that moment where you realize that it was perfectly fine before. I didn't need to do this and put myself through all this suffering. Now, once it's on, I'm going to love it, I know, but I'm just on the stage now where you start to wonder if it's really worth it. But hopefully it is. Let's fire it up and see how it sounds.
he thought it was a cop. It's not a cop. There he comes back. Look at this. I was standing right here recording. And look in that old water meter box. Bees. He made the bees mad when he launched it.
And I did also want to mention that performance-wise, testing the 0 to 60, prior to the headers, the best time I've gotten is 6 seconds flat. It was like 50 degrees outside, so it was a little bit cooler. But with the headers, and you know, I feel like it could honestly do better because I did my latest one, wasn't even really trying. It was probably like 75 degrees outside, so still not real hot. I didn't have the rear axle locked, so I spun pretty hard, did it in two-wheel drive, but I got a 5.9 second 0 to 60. So, I mean, 0.1 second difference. But still, I think it could do better than that if I could, you know, hook up a little better if I lock the rear axle, or if I just do a four-wheel drive one. And even when it gets a little cooler. But still, 5.9 0 to 60 in a Ram 1500 with the 5.7 Hemi that is on 37-inch tires, 20-inch wheels, a 6-inch lift, and with the toolbox full of tools on the bed, it's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm honestly quite surprised it did that good. So, alrighty guys, there's long tube headers on a 2019 Ram 1500. Hope y'all enjoyed the video.